You're welcome to this video, and in this video we are going to talk about how to set up pixel and card landing page, right? So if you're watching and you need a landing page to run an ad, this is the best way to go about it, right? So the first thing is that you're going to click on create event here in the event manager. When we go to the event manager, you have a space where you can be able to create an event that enables us to track our ad result, right? Now we can click on connect data. This leads us to choose our data source, right? So I'll choose web for this data source and then select next. So now the challenge is that we cannot start or create the data set from here. So the best way to go about that is creating a campaign, and from there we can create a data set within the campaign. So let's go back and create a campaign. Yes, we don't have the data set available, but within the process we create it as if uh, the data set is already active, and the only thing we're looking for was how to create the ad itself. So our campaign objective for this type of ad is lead. Why? Because you're not trying to sell directly to the people, but you're rather trying to take their contact information. So the best option is to use leads rather than using sales. Let's name this one, or let's just leave it like this. But on a normal day, make sure that you name your campaign, and we are going to use a budget of $3 only. Move to the next stage, which is the ad set level. And in the ad set level 2, I'll prefer to name it like this for now. Yes, this is where we set up the event, but the other things that we look at, so let's look at. Now after choosing the maximum number of leads, you can remember that at the meta event manager we're trying to create a data set which we failed at. But this is the first place, or this is the next place that we can create a data set since we will need it in order to run this ad. So yes, I'll be creating a data set from here instead of using uh, the event manager. So we are going to name the pixel here. I can just name it first data set, right? First data set. I am struggling to know what to name it because I'm not doing it for myself, but it's a project that I'm working on for clients. So meaning if I'm doing it for clients, meaning you should also watch this thing and do it for yourself, right? Because the client must enjoy the maximum value of whatever he or she is doing. The website URL, if you have it available, you can put it in, or you can just put something in for now. But and you're going to paste this URL in the box. You can see it's check, and then you can check, right? Yeah. So you're going to move to the next stage of the creation process, and move back, and then when you move back you're going to the event manager, and you're going to pick the code directly from the event manager. Now when we come here, you know that you can see that this is a dataset number and this is a dataset ID. This is an ID that you need if in case you are setting up ad for a certain level, but here we don't need here this code for now. We rather need a pixel code, right? So we go to set up integrations, and when we go to set up integrations, there are options that will come for us to choose from, right? And you just see what you choose, and you can also replicate the same thing to get a result. So you have to continue with the visual setup, and then we choose here install code manually. So we click on install code manually. The code then appears and then we copy this code. This code is unique to every data set, right? It's very unique to every data set. So you can see what happened here. What you're going to do is that you're going to first paste this code somewhere. So let me come here and let's paste this code somewhere, because I would not love to lose this code. So I'll paste it somewhere, and then we'll come back to the ads manager, go to our card landing page. Don't forget you're using card as a landing page. We go to the assets that we have. When we go to the asset that we have, I'll move to, yes, we are at the right place. So when you come to the asset that you have, what you have to do is that this is the landing page that you are going to use. And one thing that you are going to do is that you're going to add. So click on add, and when you come here, you can see something called embed, form, divider, icons, links, buttons, right? Yes, we are going to embed a code in either the header or footer of this landing page. When you click on embed, you will see option whether you have code or iframe. Yes, it's a code that you are trying to use. So you can name here metapixel, or you can just leave it blank, right? It won't cost you anything to do that. And then you can choose a style, either inline or hidden, any of the two. I think I will be choosing the hidden one, but when you choose the hidden one too, you have to choose whether it will be at the head or the end bottom or the top bottom, right? Then the code will be inserted here. When the code is inserted here, the only thing that you have to do is to click done, right? That's all. You have installed your meta pixel on the landing page. So yes, preferably it will be your own, so you have access to it. Then the next thing is to be publish this launch board landing page. It's a landing page you have for a launch box, and then we publish this landing page. Now what you are going to do here is to go back to the meta event manager pixel, or we have inserted this pixel code into our landing page, and it will be very good of us to test to see if it is properly set up. If you have so much interest, you can continue to set up these things here, but with my knowledge, you are done setting up this ad unless you want to set up a custom conversion or any other thing. This ad is professionally set up, so we are going to test to see if the landing page is actually working, if events are tracked, right? So that's what you're going to do here. So we are going to click on the second one, confirm your website events are set up correctly. Now we are going back to pick the website URL. Remember, this is not a website, this is a landing page. So but whenever I say website, or I mistakenly mention website, take it like that for me, understanding well that you are working with a landing page. Now you are going to click on test event, and this test event is going to send us directly to the landing page. Now when you come here, you can see that this the page that we are trying to track. This is where people come to place their orders. So we are going to try to click on the button to see if the event that I've done will be recorded or tracked by the event manager. I just want to stop from here. This is my client's name. I just want to stop from here. No need continuing further. No need continuing further. So we are going to come back to the event manager to see if this action has been tracked. And look at this. It is 3:47 a.m. here. Check my time. 3:48 and some seconds. So meaning the event was tracked some few seconds ago. So this is what it means to track an event with the Meta Ads Manager. If you do this and the event is not tracked, it means that, or nothing appears here, try doing it one more time, or it just means that you have not done it well, right? So you can do it back. And this is what is used to know if somebody actually buys or takes the action that you want. Remember, in this type of ad, our aim is to achieve lead, meaning prospects go through the process and they sign a message or submit their details, and then we take it from there. So you can clear the activity. You can clear the activity, and then you can try testing again if yours fail at the first attempt, right? So yes, are we set for the ad? That's somebody's question, and I can tell you that we are set for the ad. So we are going back to the campaign, going back to our old campaign that we have started, and now we can proceed working on this campaign, knowing well that our meta pixel is firing. Now everything is clear here. uh, so we are going to go back and edit this ad. We're going to edit this ad, and we are going to make certain few changes with the ad. Remember, at the beginning we didn't name the ad, but this time for identification sake, so that when the client come to uh, the the ads manager, they can see what is happening or identify the type of ad that is actually working at that time. You have to work on renaming the ad for conversion. Now already we are choosing a website. Our goal is maximum number of leads, and then you can see that the conversion event is lead. Please don't go for sales. Okay, you have choose leads as your objective. So what you are aiming to achieve here is leads, not sales. The leads come, and then we help them to become or to turn into sales. We can also set up the CRM integration, but that will be for another day, right? That will be for another day. Unfortunately, we didn't select. I think we didn't select. Okay, this is the data set that you have chosen. If we have had multiple, they would have come here. But since this is the first data set, that's the only one that will be here, and then they will pick it automatically for you. So if you are running ad with multiple data sets, understand that you have to pick it, else the first one or the first one that you have ever created will be used to give you the result. Now this client, the budget should be less than that. The daily budget should be around 3 for him, because we are now testing the ad. In the testing stage, not much of budget should be spent on run the ad. After we have found what is working, that's when we scale for this audience. For the audience, yes, we are targeting Ghana as a whole. Uh, yes, Ghana as a whole, for us as the audience for the ad. The only thing that we will need to change may be either the age. Yes, move it further to around 23, so that at least university students can also see it. Since a lunch box, they will need it. And then if possible, the upper age too, we are going to move it. 65 years people may not be necessarily interested in this product. For you that doesn't know how to know if this is the age group that's interested or that will be interested, try to run the ad for some days or some weeks, and then track the metrics, right, to see which group of people are actually clicking on the ad. And you find out the most ones are the most interested one, the ones that send the message most are the most interested one. So in that form of ad, we are going to leave the age range 18 to 65 plus. So that's what we are going to do. For the placement, we don't have anything. The client has everything set with placement, so not much work to be done in terms of the ad placement. Now we are at the ad level. Ad level is the third level of this ad creation process, right? So you still name it. After naming it, you choose the page that you want to use. I think you have a lot of pages here. Let's check to see which one you would like to use. this is a most favorable one for now. This is contact details on WhatsApp. The rest are not that important. Here we are going to choose a single video, and then our destination will be the website. So we are going back to copy the landing page link. This is something that I created myself for him or for her, so you can also learn how to create it, and then you can use it to get conversion for your business. We're not going to display the link, and then we don't want by any way the people to reach out to us by calls or WhatsApp, right? We want to maintain the quality, but since it's a client, if it were to me, I would have off it. Without the landing page, you can contact me. But since he is a client, we want other people that want to reach out to her to come through WhatsApp. Now we're going to select the ad creative, and this type of ads, I believe videos work best, or I have seen that video work best. So yes, you're going to choose videos, but you are at freedom to choose what works for you, right? If graphics work for you, why not? Use graphics every day, anytime for your ads. We have some videos on the page already. Yes, this is a video on the page, and this is a video of the lunch box. We pick it and we trim. I think it's a profit. This video has been crafted very well. No need to trim it. We crop, no, unless you have any challenge that will lead to cropping. And then the test. For the test, he has sent me the description already of the product. Yes, I can craft hard copy already for this product, but no, since descriptions have been given to me, I prefer I go with the descriptions. And from here I'll find my headline. From here I'll find my headline. I copy, and then I paste it here. And then the next thing is to choose our call to action. Since we are using a landing page, you can leave it as learn more, any other, preferably choose what you want, but today I'll use only see details. And then I'll move on to the next stage of the ad, where we look at the image generation by AI, but no need for that since the video itself is good enough to help us. Now we are going to transition to the next stage, where we set up this professionally looking ad for this wonderful client. If you personally want a tutorial on a topic, go to the comment section and then leave a comment there. But before you leave a comment, make sure that you like it so that you know that yes, this one is valuable in a way, and then also subscribe so that when we upload the new video, you will see it, and then you'll be notified for that. I'm totally done with this ad, and you can see that this ad is looking nice already. Yeah, and the people are coming to the landing page. Multi-purpose electric lunchbox. No need to play the video again. All I have to do is to click on publish, and we get this first ad published for this ideal client that is selling a lunch box.